Hey everybody, this is Andrew here at PressBox Stats. This video we are going to cover the pass play. So for the pass play, there are some new scenarios, some things we haven't seen before. So it could be a little bit longer, so let's dive right in. So we're gonna go ahead into the pass play. It is 1st and 10 for Smithville on their own 30-yard line. So at the top, you do see the normal things that you see in the other screens. You're gonna see the team, and then you're gonna be able to choose a player. In this case, it's a passer, but also you're gonna see the option to select a receiver as well. And I'm going to go ahead and explain the rest of this screen first before we get into some examples here. So the options on a pass play you see here, they're going to be a complete pass, an incomplete pass, an interception, a sack, or a scramble. And then just below that, you'll see the regular yardage tracker where you the start yard line, end yard line, and then the yardage lost or gained. And then on the right side, you have the swap ends, which you can basically reverse the field. And also those left and right arrows where you can increment the yard line one to the left or one to the right over and over, because also you can drag this football field like all the other screens. But if you can't get the exact yard line, you can always use that arrow as well to move it 1 yard line at a time. And then down towards the bottom, I'll go ahead and show these real quick here. So we have the touchdown, fumble, penalty, lateral, and safety. Those are all the ones that are common across a lot of the screens. For this case here, if there was an incomplete pass and you chose a target receiver, you could also choose drops. So if you want to track drops, you're more than welcome to do that. Also down towards the bottom, there's a QB spike. And QB spike will function very similar to what the QB kneel does on a run play, where there is a team setting where you choose for your team for the season, do you want QB spikes or QB kneels to be credited to the quarterback, or do you want them to be credited to the team? And so there's a team player on every roster as well for those stats that get credited to the team instead of to the player. So that will function. It'll either charge it to the player or the team based on your preference. All right, so now that we've gone through that, let's go through a couple examples of the pass play. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and choose our passer. And in this case, the quarterback for this team is Al Yankovic, and the receiver is Bob Ross. And we're going to have a completed pass here, and this pass is going to go for 8 yards to the 38. And nothing was special about this. It was just a pass play that was a good play. So let's go ahead and hit next. And then you're going to see it is now 2nd and 2 at the 38. So let's go have another pass play. Pass it again. This team's a very pass-heavy team. Al Yankovic again. And let's say this is an incomplete pass. I'm going to choose incomplete. And now notice just above where I hit incomplete, the word receiver now changed to the word target. If you wish to, you can put a player in here to say who the pass was intended for. You don't have to, but you may do that if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and say the pass was intended for Mr. Rogers. And then it was just a regular incomplete pass. So that's all that I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And now you'll see it's 3rd and 2 on the 38. So we go down to the play-by-play here for the last two plays. You'll see the one before that was Al Yankovic pass complete to number 20 Bob Ross for 8 yards to the Smithville 38. And then the one that just happened was Al Yankovic pass incomplete to number 15 Mr. Rogers. So those are pretty descriptive, and it gives people an idea of what's going on with the game as they follow the game cast. The next one here, let's go back into the pass play. And speaking of fans and media being able to follow the game cast and know what's going on, I want to explain why I decided to put the sack and the scramble on the pass play. So in high school football, at least, I know in college or NFL, it might get a little bit different in terms of how these things are recorded. But if I'm dropping back to pass and I get sacked, or if I'm dropping back to pass and end up scrambling past the line of scrimmage, those ultimately go into the stat book as rushing yardage. So if you wanted to as a statistician, you're more than welcome to use the run play to enter those in. But I feel personally that if I do this as a pass play, it gives me a couple of advantages there. The first advantage is in the play-by-play, people that are watching and kind of watching the play-by-play to see what's happening with the game, they have a better idea or a better feel for how that game's going. It wasn't just a run or a quarterback sneak. It was a drop back pass and he ended up running with the ball. It's just a little bit different. It gives them makes them feel like they're more at the game. Also, from a defensive perspective, if you're tracking defensive stats, this gives you the ability to select a tackler or a sacker at the end of the play if there was a sack there, and depending on what your user defensive preferences are. And also for the last one there, down the road, I plan to add some more advanced analytics to say how many pass plays, how many run plays. Because right now, if you were to say how many run plays and stat plays, it's all about how many rushes, how many passes. Well, some of those rushes are pass plays, but right now in most stat books, you can't really differentiate between those. That's something I plan on doing in the future. So I built for that now by adding those to the screen. So sorry for going a little bit into that, but I wanted to kind of give a little bit of of reasoning behind some of those decisions there, and hopefully you enjoy those as well. So for this one, we're going to say that the quarterback scrambled. So I'm going to hit scramble. So the receiver goes away. It does still say passer, but that is the passer who ended up running the ball. So let's choose the quarterback. And let's say he ran for a first down. Let's say he ran for 10 yards out to the 48. And we're going to hit next. And then you'll see it will be 1st and 10 on the 48. And again, Al Yankovic scrambled for 10 yards to the Smithfield 48, first down. So again, that gives you a really good feel for how that game goes. And then pass play, let's do one more here. So these options, they're pretty self-explanatory and they're the same for a lot of the screens. So I'm not going to go into a lot of them. I want to go into the things that are more unique for the pass screen. So let's go do an interception. Interceptions happen, unfortunately. They're part of the game. So let's give good old Weird Al, he's going to be passing the ball. It's going to be intercepted. So again, once you hit interception, just above, you're going to see that receiver change to target again. So you could choose a target if you want to. I'm not going to choose that this time. Now, he did pass the ball over to the opposing team's 40, and that's where it was intercepted. So obviously this is not passing yardage, but we want to be able to give proper interception return yards from where they intercepted the ball. So that's how you're going to do that, is drag the ball to where it was intercepted, and then you're going to hit next. And on the screen, now this is the Ashland team, and it says intercepted by, and this is going to be intercepted by Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb's going to have the ball, and he ran it back for, let's say, 6 yards. And again, on the interception return, you have a lot of those familiar options down there that you could add to that play. Let's go ahead and hit next. And obviously, since the interception happened, that's the end of the drive. So we're going to be prompted for the clock, whatever the clock time was at the end of the drive, and we're going to hit done. And at this point, you're going to see the clock's 3:10. Ashland has the ball, 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. And then we have the play-by-play right there. All right. So that's basically the pass play. I know this might be a little bit longer video, but there are a couple of different scenarios unique to the pass play that I wanted to go through, explain, and give you some examples for those. So I hope this is helpful and look forward to the next video.